We got your food, it's outside.
No way.
Because I was really bad at football when I was a kid.
He just started it off. He was like, the way he says it, you're a horseman. That's how he says it. He goes, you're a horseman.
I was buzzing I got this time, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, yeah.
You're the best host possible.
Boys, got to get mic'd up. What did everyone have for breakfast today?
Poached eggs on toast.
Porridge. Can't go wrong with no porridge.
Every day?
Yeah, every day.
Every day?
Every
Match
day.
day?
Porridge. More porridge.
I had ham and cheese omelette and some fruit and yogurt. And that's every day. Apart from game day, I'll have porridge.
You do the same breakfast every day?
Yeah.
Really, yeah?
It's just the same, yeah. I eat a lot of food by the way.
Do you, yeah?
He has to. Look at the size of him.
Keeps us alive.
What do you weigh?
104.
Really?
But when I was your age, I was 80 kilos.
No
How tall
way.
were you?
6'7".
When you were 18?
Yeah. So honestly mate, people would just push us a little bit and I'd just be on the deck, I couldn't get up. So I put on 20, 24, 25 kilos since I was 18.
What happened yesterday when we were taking that photo? Miles, we stitched you up a little bit, didn't we?
Yeah, he did.
Tell me what happened.
That video would crap me up. How tall he is compared to
It's too much. It's too much.
Nah, this is too much. It's
Actually too much.
Look at this.
It's fine.
Oh my
What can you say?
goodness.
Put your arm around and let's make it friendly. We'll do top half there. We'll get lovely base behind you there. That's good. Isn't that much taller than you?
Nah, of course.
Yeah,
Come on,
come on.
this is a joke.
Everyone gets it more than me.
I just asked if we could, crop out the feet. But
Just do top shots,
it's
yeah.
too much, yeah. This height difference is. But I'm not done growing. I know that. So yeah.
Got loads of time, mate.
Yeah.
Loads of
I'm
time.
gonna get there.
It's not all good, mate. You hit it all the time anyway, so.
I'm Declan Rice. I'm joined by Dan Byrne, Myles Lewis-Skelly, and this is the first episode of Generations. Let's get into it. All right, so Myles, Dan, we've got some cards in front of us. We've got to pick them up, show them to the camera, and then we'll get into it, have a little convo.
I'll go first, mate.
You're a bit anxious reading these, thinking what's going to come up.
Yeah, a little bit. I am a bit worried, but... Okay, it says, busy week, question mark.
Busy week.
Yes.
It has been for you.
It has been a busy week, yeah. We played West Ham Monday night, and then Tuesday I got a text from the manager saying, it's Thomas Tuchel, can I FaceTime later? And at first I was like, I'm getting pranked.
You think it was Banter?
I started going through my contact list, and I was like, who can I text to see this is legit? And I was like, I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet. I'll pick up FaceTime and I'll be a bit like, and then I was like, oh, it actually is.
It was like Trips or someone
Yeah, I
bantering you.
I thought that is honestly the cruelest thing ever. Yeah, and then I spoke to him, so he said that he was thinking about calling us up, and then he'd let us know by Thursday, and they got 6 o'clock Thursday night, and I'd heard nothing. So I sat with my missus, and I was like, oh, I've not made it. And then he texts us at 10, saying are you still awake? So I was like, yes, absolutely. So yeah.
And then you obviously had the final as well.
Yeah, and then I had the final as well, which was it's crazy, man. Just really crazy. Obviously, the final was unreal, but it's still I just still feel a bit numb about it all.
Even seeing you here straight early in the morning after the final, I was like, he literally just won yesterday, scored a header, then now he's here.
Honestly.
What a crazy week.
Yeah, mad, man.
The call up. Yeah, I got a funny story about this actually.
Yeah, he was quiet about it at the club.
Yeah.
I kept asking you, you kept saying you don't know. So I'll be interested to know what's happened here.
Yeah, so initially, I was on the phone with my friend the day before, the big announcement, and
On the Thursday?
this was the Thursday.
Yeah.
And then I was on the phone with my friend, and then I got a call from a number, so I was like, oh, bro, I got to call you back, and you take this call. So now I hung up with my friend, and I'm put on my good voice. I was getting ready, and then the person that speaks is, we got your food. It's outside. It's Uber Eats from my mum.
No way! So you was thinking, you was hoping it was going to be a call up, but then it wasn't. But did you have any initial conversations before, FaceTime or
Nah, not
nothing?
even.
So when you got the call, it was on the Sky Sports web. You see it then.
Yeah.
Obviously, the club let you know.
Yeah, but yeah,
That's
a
crazy.
bit different.
I was doing the same on the Thursday, I was getting called on life insurance calls. Every time I had no, I was picking up, and they're like, yeah, it's our life insurance. I was like, get off the phone! Putting it down, man. Mad, man.
What was your experience like?
Gareth, it was actually a call. yeah, I remember him calling me up, exact same, like an unknown number coming through, and then obviously you don't have the manager's number saved at them times, and just letting you know that like you've been called up and stuff, and then you'd sort of automatically like think about it, didn't you? Like you're about to join England, completely different setup, new lads, like you just can't wait to get going really.
Yeah.
But goes so fast. Like that was like 2019, it was 2025. Football goes so
How many
quick.
caps you got now?
64.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, so hopefully it can keep going for sure.
100 cups.
I hope so.
I was ringing like my mum and dad out of bed on that Thursday night at like sort of 10:30, 11 o'clock. I was like, listen, I need to tell you this because I don't want to spoil it for you tomorrow. But so they were buzzing.
Was it a bit much for your dad? Because I saw the letter he wrote and everything like that. And
That was
he's
unbelievable. I
super
read
nice.
that. That was ledge. Was he buzzing, your dad?
No, he was buzzing. Yeah, he was absolutely buzzing. I think he like that letters went viral again. So that was for the last final, to be fair.
Was it?
But,
Yeah.
and it didn't work obviously because we got beat 2-0 off Man U.
Nah, but proud parents.
Yeah, no,
Can't
it's good,
beat
man.
it.
That's nice. So you do it for, to be
Yeah,
fair.
definitely.
My mum, she came into my room, she heard me shouting. she thought I hurt myself, but nah, that didn't happen.
I would have paid to see your reaction.
And then I just called my dad straight away, and yeah, pretty much those two. And yeah, we moved on.
It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel real, does it? When you get the call up. Mine was my mum and dad as well. It's like it's just until you actually hear and got the kit on and stuff. You just think so much about what's going to go on. Like, no, right, what should I do? How should I greet people and things like that? Yeah. But everyone's so chilled. And like,
100%.
so your mum and dad tell you, like, just be yourself. Like, 100%, it's the easiest thing to do.
Thomas Tuchel. So yeah, I was like a lot of German managers I've had in the past are like quite like not I want to say strict. I'm trying to think of the word, but he was just like full of crap. Like
Yeah.
and also like even when he rang us that night like 10 o'clock. I picked up and he was like, what are you doing picking the phone up? Like, so unprofessional. Like, it's 10 o'clock at
He
night.
winding you up.
I was like, yeah, no, I'm going to bed soon. I was just sitting up waiting. But,
Why is it when we speak to managers on phones, it's like for players, it's like we turn into a different person. It's so weird. They make you feel so uncomfortable. It's crazy.
Just feel like you want to give a good first impression.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
He was just like so relaxed. Like, it just makes it easy. And obviously coming across when he's been at Chelsea and stuff before, like I've not had a lot of interaction with him, but I said like everything that we've had so far has been pretty good. Like
He was very nurturing, very warming when I first met him, and yeah, he has very good presence about him, which is good.
I was in the lift with him yesterday after training, and I remember watching training thinking, wow, that is sharp.
Yeah,
like,
Yeah, it was sharp.
And I was like, how was training? He was like, yeah, it was good. He was like, make sure you don't bring the standard down too much.
I love that.
Cheers, Gaffer.
That banter
To
is
be
top.
fair, but I like it. It just makes him more relaxed. You know what I mean? It was good fun.
Top.
First position in football.
Oh, this is interesting. What was you?
So mine was goalkeeper.
No way.
It was, yeah, because I was really bad at football when I was a kid. So then for a lot of my youth, I was very bad. So I think it was more like my friends used to play football, but they were a bit older than me.
Yeah.
So I ended up just going along to train with them just because I wanted to spend time with them, but they needed a keeper. And I went in, so I would say for the first 3-4 years, I was a keeper. But we had quite a good team, so I never touched the ball. So after that, I kind of came out and ended up playing.
You play centre back then?
Centre back.
Centre back.
Centre back or like left back.
Left
really,
back.
it just depends. I wasn't that tall when I was like really young.
Yeah.
Only like sort of 16, 17 that I really kicked on and that, so I tended to be like left back or centre back.
So when you kept getting like taller and taller, what was you thinking?
It was mad.
Do you know when you go through a growth spurt, it's crazy, like your body, you don't know how to control it, but when you just kept getting so tall.
Yeah, it was mad. So like I was like probably tall like 11 or 12, and then everyone like caught up and shot away.
Yeah.
And then from year 10, year 11, I remember doing the 6 weeks holidays, and honestly, I must have grown about 5 inches. Like come back and everyone was like,
You're a person.
I was like, that is weird, man. But then, as I said, I was like so skinny that like I honestly don't think my body really caught up to himself. That was like 24, 25. Like it was.
That must have been hard as
So
well.
done it was like absolutely crazy. But obviously, I wasn't like at an academy and stuff. So like football-wise for me, I was just like playing with my mates. I'd like play a five-a-side. We'd do a bit of futsal and that. So it wasn't where it was like
Your story
pressure on me to
The same.
like stay at a club and do all that. I was just like just playing for the crack. You know what I mean?
That's so good.
Yeah, that's tops.
You?
What about you? What was your position?
Midfielder,
I bet you were like right wing or striker.
Oh,
or
I
something.
made my England debut at right wing actually.
Did you, yeah?
I didn't even
No
tell
way.
you that, yeah.
What age was that? 15s?
15s, right wing. But yeah, I was more midfielder, centre back. I could do a lot. not like that,
positions.
but I just
No, yeah,
yeah.
you could definitely play.
I think in the academy level, you get moved around so much, didn't
Yeah.
you? Like they just put you in different positions all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I think when I was at Chelsea when I was a kid, I was a striker.
Yeah.
And I got to under 13 and I
That
slowed
ability.
up. Nah, I slowed
this
up.
guy's ability, man.
Nah.
Crazy.
And then I went to midfield. Then I went to centre back. Then back to midfield. So I've played a bit of everywhere, to be honest. But football's mad sport. If you can adapt, it's good.
Absolutely.
Means you get to start more, do more positions.
Oh yeah, I'm honestly couldn't care less, mate. I'm happy with it. I'll do goalkeeper if it is.
The journey. Quite broad, I think. It's been a good journey so far. A lot of learning experiences. Just always been at Arsenal, Chelsea at first.
How old are you when you're in Arsenal, Chelsea? From like 6, 7?
Under
8?
nines.
Is it?
I was at Chelsea, Arsenal,
Mad, man.
and then
You're going between the two. Yeah, because
Yeah.
at that age, obviously, you don't have to sign for anyone just
Yeah.
then. And then you chose Arsenal.
yeah, chose Arsenal, and then just didn't look back. You know,
Yeah,
just kept
yeah.
playing there. Good environment. You know, just the vibe around Arsenal was such a good energy.
Yeah. But mate, in football, everything's up and down. You never know what's going to happen. Like,
Yeah.
your journey's different to mine. His journey's insane. He was saying he was playing football with his mates still at like 23, 24.
Yeah,
Seriously.
So yeah, so I was never signed to academy, ever. So I had like a thing at Newcastle. Obviously, I could go on all day, yeah, so I'll try and make a shot. So they had like a thing called the development centre, which is like lads who used to go there who weren't signed on, but you could train. And then got released from there when I was like 11, and then from 11 to 17, I was just playing like grassroots football, like just playing with my mates really. They did like everyone got signed on for YTs and all that, and they did like an England thing where it was like players who hadn't been picked up, and you went and played like Scotland, Wales.
Yeah.
And I got a trial at Darlington from there at like 17, and then just like started working my way sort of through the leagues. I went like Fulham when I was 18.
Yeah.
Fulham bought us,
Yeah.
and then I got released at 25 from Fulham. Went back down to League One, and then like worked my way back up. So it's been like
That's
it's
insane, man.
incredible.
mad, absolutely mad.
That's crazy.
That's unreal.
You still have that card then?
Which one?
The little one.
The first one, the blue Peugeot. Yeah, no, I don't have that.
Impossible now,
I
yeah.
had like
I've not seen that.
No,
What
my
did-
first car. So like when I was at Darlington, my first car was like this. Like it was like electric blue Peugeot 206, and I like ran it into the ground, mate. I've got a picture
A load of
before, I'll
mileage
show
on
you
it.
later. And then like I must have left it by the first team lads when I was in the youth team, and I come back and they'd like covered it in trees and leaves.
Ah,
and all
yeah,
sorts
typical.
And that, like, absolutely battered. But like there's a picture because I must have been at the time it was where like Hollister, like Abercrombie and Fitch, so I had like this proper like surfer boy hairstyle, like the fringe and all sorts.
How big
and
was that back in the day?
I was-
Hollister, Abercrombie, everyone was
I
in it.
dripping in Hollister, honestly. But yeah, so that was my first car. It was class, but now unfortunately I don't have it anymore.
Imagine you try to sit in that car now.
Yeah, I don't know how I did it. Yeah, honestly, it was just shit.
Mate, the Peugeot
Tiny.
2, they are tiny.
And there was like 5 people in it. So like at the time I was at Darlington, it used to cost us. We were trained in Durham, so it was like 40 miles away. So it used to cost us 80 quid a week in petrol to get there, and I was only on 55 quid a week. So I had to charge the lads like money. Like,
Yeah, come on, lads.
Like, I was like, listen, you're gonna have to give us money. I can't even get a train. Madness.
That's ledge.
Oh my word.
I used to get highlights and everything. Do you know what the worst thing is? My missus went out with me.
Was that you, Dan?
That is me.
That's true love.
How old are you?
18.
That is me.
How old are you there?
18. Mada. So
Right, first to you, huh?
So to Roz, I thank you for taking a chance on us when I had this haircut.
Sorry.
Mate, that's ledge.
It's unreal, isn't it?
Mate, wow.
First England memory. So my first England memory was why I feel like fell in love with football was I was sat at my grandma's, and it was England-Greece when Beckham scored the free kick. And I remember like I went in and I thought like wow, like football is class.
Yeah.
Like, unreal. I feel that's what like really pushes into sort of wanting to like be him or like do that sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like the World Cup, that 2002 World Cup was like unreal. That was like
Insane.
absolutely crazy. You wouldn't even be like, what's that? 2000? When did you were born?
06.
Mate, don't, honestly. I was speaking to him the other day. We was having snacks at like 11:30, and I was just, do you know when Premier League years comes up on the telly? And I was asking him about like just ex-top players, and like he was just looking at me like I was speaking a different language, and I'm thinking, you weren't even born then. Like, why am I asking you? It's so scary.
Absolutely.
My first England memory was it's actually, it was a specific goal because I tried to recreate it. Do you remember Joe Cole's goal again? He was my favourite player as a kid, Joe Cole. His goal against Sweden where he chested it and volleyed it and it hit the post and went in and he ran off celebrating. You probably don't remember that goal or might not have seen it. But in playgrounds at school, when you play with your mates, everyone used to just, even when you're a kid, you say Rooney, like you'd pretend to be a player, wouldn't you?
Definitely.
And that Joe Cole goal for me, that was what made me think, wow, like that was special because he was so good back then as well.
Back in the day.
His first memory is going to be from like.
Is this Dick?
Was that the same answer?
Yeah.
When I was younger, my idol was Joe Cole.
Okay.
Look at
And when he scored that goal against Sweden, where he chested it, volleyed, top
I told
bins.
you, mate. That
You like that goal that much?
yeah, no, bro. Watch the goal after.
What was
You'll
that?
love
Was that
it.
2006?
6, yeah. Crouchy, Ashley Cole. Man, look at the Barnet and the teeth. Jesus. Mate, Invisalign saved my life.
Unreal, man. That's it.
Funny.
What was yours going to be like from 2012 or something, isn't it? But not even that, probably like 2016 Euros, maybe.
Harry Kane getting the record goal scorer.
I was a ball boy, I think, for one of the games at Wembley.
Could have been young then, though.
Yeah.
Do you remember who was playing? The match? You,
England players.
Shit, what year was that been?
was Declan playing?
Might have actually.
No way.
Might
2018.
have.
Yeah,
But-
I'm 7 years older than you. So yeah, it might have been
Yeah.
What, are you 25?
6.
That is a joke, man.
It's not, mate. I'm getting well on.
At 26, I would do a lot to be 26 now. Like, man.
You're saying that I might have been playing in that.
Yeah.
He was ball boy.
Yeah. There might be a possibility of that.
We'll have a look into it after.
Yeah. England 5-a-side. Oh, you're gonna put me on the mud here.
All out of
Now
time.
or all time?
Nah, not all the time, please. I can't do this.
We'll do it now.
time
We'll
will
do
kill
it
me.
now for Miles.
No, you can pick 5. It's nothing personal. It's just like, who would you think would be the best 5 for the 5?
It's nothing personal, but if I'm not in it, mate, then that's
He's storming out if you don't pick him.
I'll go first. I'll go first.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, take the heel.
I'll go picks and goal. I'll play Harry Kane.
Yeah,
Absolute goal scorer.
has to be.
I'm gonna go Gordy. I'm gonna stick with me boy.
Sharp.
Yes, very sharp. and
Agility.
Yeah.
Dips inside, right
Yeah.
foot.
Bit of everything.
So them two up top.
Wow, it is actually harder than you think, isn't it? I'll go Jude. No, I haven't seen a lot of them, but just like,
I was going to pick Jude just for
Yeah.
that. 5-a-side, you need that energetic
Yeah.
box to box,
just more
defend
from
and
what
attack.
people have said. It was like I think I put him in, and then a defender. What defender am I going to pick? I'll go Mark Gay.
Yeah, it'd be good.
That's top.
From what I've seen and like when I've played against him, what I've seen of him, I think he'd be. Not that I've seen him in a 5-0, but I think he'd be good in a 5-0. So I'll go that.
And you're going in mind, just off your foot, you said you used to play futsal
Yeah.
and 5-a-side, so I could imagine you'd be good at 5-a-side.
Yeah, no, like I do fancy myself in a 5-0. It's like
And
more
you're
of a
quick
bigger
as
pitch.
well.
Yeah.
You are quick.
Yeah, for me size, I'll say that.
Yeah.
And can I just say the futsal level I was playing at, we're not talking England futsal, I was
Yeah,
like
but there's still
local
experience.
sports centre futsal. So,
I'm going
like-
Rambo in goal
Yeah.
because he's my boy and he loves playing like just constantly. When I was at Arsenal, he just used to come 5-a-side all the time. I'm going Dan Burn at the back because he's so tall, he's quick, and he used to play futsal and he's good on the ball.
Take that.
So that's good for 5-a-side. Midfield, Jude, I'm going to go because box to box, he can defend and he can attack. And then my 2 up front, he's not in this squad, he just pulled out. But I'm going to go Cole Palmer and Harry Kane to be the goal scorer and Cole Palmer he's just unbelievable, just to link everything up.
Similar to you, I'm gonna go Rambo. You know, he has that quality. He knows what he's doing. CB at the back, probably Carl.
Yeah, Carl.
I don't see anyone getting past him. Then 5-a-side midfield. Who can I pick in midfield? I'll say Curtis. Bit of link up. And then Harry Kane, of course. Phil. I feel like Phil can. Phil sharp, shift shot.
just forget about it.
The talent's a joke.
It's a
You
joke.
can feel it. Just to think,
Ridiculous, man.
it's
Yeah.
unbelievable. So there are 5-a-side from the current England squad.
Now all time, now I'm joking. Nickname, best and worst.
I shouldn't hear this.
Yeah, I didn't have a lot. Only when I went to Newcastle did I start getting a nickname. So I get Bernie, obviously, and then BDB. I get a lot for Big Dan Burn. Trying to think of bad ones. Yeah, there has been some bad ones. I just don't know what could actually be put. on social media. Or that's been some bad ones. But no, those are the only ones I really get.
Did
Really.
lads just call you Bernie?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. But I've always been Dan, like, ever since I was a kid, but there was that many Dans when I got to Newcastle and that I just ended up with Bernie.
Yeah, well, my nickname is... I've never had a nickname until I went to Arsenal. I think it come out recently because everyone at Arsenal training ground calls me Horse. Yeah, in the morning. So like even the nutritionist like morning horse. Like everyone I don't know what... Zinchenko started it off. I can actually show you a funny video off there after. He just started it off. He was like, the way he says it, you're a horseman. That's how he says it. He goes, you're a horseman. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, bro, you run the horse back and forth. And I was like, yeah, all right, fair enough.
Great accent.
Yeah, mate, that's exactly how he says it as well. And then Jorginho started it off. And it was so funny on Instagram the other day. I had a notification come up. Zinchenko sent me a video. And I thought, what is that? And he sent me like this horse running on a beach. And he was like, this is you. And I was like, mate, it's so random. But yeah, I think I don't know. Idea why, but it's hilarious, and I just take it with a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
What we ain't got a nickname
really.
for you. What did the academy boys call you? Was it just
Skelly.
Just Skelly.
MLS.
MLS, yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, just simple.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Wembley.
Top. So if you get the chance to hopefully come on, how would you feel about it? Obviously your first time playing at Wembley.
Yeah, that would be amazing, honestly. Never played there before, so it'll be my first time. And yeah, watching on TV, it looks massive, so...
The pitch is
probably
big.
It is.
Ask him from Sunday.
Yeah?
It is ridiculous. Like, it is. I don't know why. I don't know if it is actually the biggest pitch, but it just feels like it's enormous. Like.
Yeah, especially to play for your country first time there, it'll be incredible. So
Yeah, that feeling is England at Wembley. It's like it hits different.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Was your first appearance at Wembley for England?
Yeah, it was against Czech Republic in 2019. We won 3-0. I come on like the 61st minute. It was a nice game to come into because it was 3-0 up, so we had the ball. Yeah, it wasn't down or like wasn't a tight game. So that was a nice introduction. But playing for England at Wembley, do you know, and it's unbelievable. I can't describe it. It's so special.
Played League One playoff final there. Like back in 2011, we had the FA Trophy, which is like. So we got the final on that, but I was injured, so I missed out. So I've been there a few times. But yeah, the thought of going out and running out in the England kit and that is I think it's just what you dream of when you're a kid. So it would be special. I'd just love to get on the pitch at some point. And even just that fact that this camp, both games are at Wembley at home, and that's
honestly,
unbelievable.
Top.
Future gaffer.
So in this current England squad, who do you think would be a good future gaffer?
I thought Hendo straight away.
Everyone says Hendo.
Not even like the age. I think it's just more like I haven't spent a lot of time with him. Don't get us wrong, but just like the impression you get of him, and from what I've heard from people who've been around him and played with him, like, I just think that he's got that sort of mentality. I think it's hard like to be a manager now. Like the amount of detail that the manager's put in is
incredible,
ridiculous. When you think that's who you'd be competing to get jobs, but I think out of anyone, mentality-wise, I'd probably say him.
Yeah, I'd agree. I've obviously played with him loads for England. He's helped me out so much. We've grown closer as I've got older as well. Definitely, like you said, one of the best leaders I've probably come across, and I think just his attention to detail, even with the way he trains and like drive standards and that, like you'll see he's so good at it. So I think he's got it in him. If he doesn't want the stress levels though, I wouldn't go near it. But I think if Hendo wants to be manager, I would say Hendo. Hendo.
Yeah. That was blood in my head. Yeah, Henderson, like the way he carries himself. Yeah, it's different, you know. So yeah, you have to go with him, I think. Oh, this man over here.
You could be a gaffer.
I've just done my B licence, like.
Oh yeah.
The way I've seen like Eddie Howe and Graham Potter and like Thomas and that, like the amount of time that you actually have to put into it, like the minute we can train, go home and switch off a bit, where it's like 24/7. So
you've got to love it in you.
Yeah, you've got to be passionate about it. Like, absolutely. But it'll be someone random though, you know, like who does become a manager. It'll be someone like when I was saying Hendo, it'll be like someone completely random who you don't think just has a proper love. Something like that. But, yeah.
On the flip side, it would be the worst gaffer in the team.
It's hard. I've only been here a day.
Worst gaffer.
You might have to help, but yeah.
I'm gonna go for my boy, just because he just never takes anything seriously. SV Consort. I got on so well with Ez, right? But if he was a manager, he'd be like, he wouldn't be dedicated enough to it. Like, I could just imagine him not like, if he lost a few games in a row, he'd just be like, oh.
Do you think he'd be an old school manager that just like, he just picks a team on a Saturday and then like everyone else just
He'd have an assistant and a few others who'd do everything for him. He'd be a lazy gaffer. So I'm going to say Ez for sure. But it's hard to pick, you know, because like you said, you two don't really know anyone.
Yeah,
No,
I
no.
know, yeah.
I'm just going to have to go with you because honestly I could not even begin.
Mate, if I was gaffer, guaranteed Vegas trip once a year. For
I'll come play for you.
Yeah, come play. I'll sign you.
Let us know, mate. I'll be about 50 at the time, mate, but I'll come out of retirement for you, mate.
Harry. You okay?
I can't do the cheeks though. I can only get the side.
Get there.
Look at this.
What can you say?
I've just turned up for that, I swear.